Kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow, kick the flow.
I can't remember now because it's been a while since we did this. The statues must fall kind of topic. But he was a pre-Victorian industrialist. He built up. He was a great charitable benefactor in Bristol, yes, as I remember.
Yes,
so he wasn't all bad.
Well, the thing is, I respect that. But the thing is, for those who are championing Colston and championing his philanthropy, must understand, especially those who directly benefited from it, must understand where their benefits come from.
No, I think we're absolutely on the same page there, Jackson. Thank you for that. To Watford in Hertfordshire, and Mill is on the line.
Yeah, okay. Hi. I'll make it very brief, okay?
No, you don't have to make it that brief.
Right, okay. This is something that is part of my history and my family's history about this matter.
Okay, well, but maybe you could tell us a bit about your family's history
before
we...
I was born in Kenya.
Okay.
And my father was he was a contractor in northern Kenya during the Mau Rebellion from 1952 to that time. And what happened was Churchill, escalated that war. Only 33 white people were killed, but he kind of, he defeated Hitler, but then, they had concentration camps, hundreds of, I don't want to describe, he told me this before he passed away, because he couldn't handle it. He's seen all this in his lifetime. So what I'm saying is, Churchill College, and you can Google it or check it, there was some kind of study group to look at what Churchill said, and the thing was abandoned. Why was it? Because Nicholas Soames put a lot of pressure.
Did he? Nicholas Soames, who is Churchill's grandson, who was an MP. Was an MP, yeah.
He was an MP, but what I'm saying is, you can check it. And then what happened? The dean or whatever of Churchill College said, well, the group just abandoned themselves. This is like the lowest of the lows. There's in the Churchill House, which is still not been revealed. Now, the civil servants have got access to everything. Now, I reckon that since Nicholas Soames is part of the establishment, he must have put a lot of pressure through the civil service onto Churchill College. I can't prove it. I'm just merely speculating.
Bill, I think let's rather than accuse Nick Soames of doing something we don't know whether he did or not, but I think you're speaking to the really important point here, which is we need to know, and there's absolutely no point in whitewashing history in the way that you suggest may have taken place.
Yeah, it has, and what I'm saying is that even there was a case in which some compensation was given here, but still, I just say, all right, here's take some money, there's a paltry sum of money given to the people who suffered that torture. And a lot of these papers, they were kind of hidden and prevaricating. Now, see, that responsibility falls on the civil service. The biggest excuse is 30-year rule, well, just 50-year rule.
But, Bill, there are thousands of books about Churchill published probably every year. I don't know. But this episode with the Mau Mau uprising must be a matter of public record.
It is, but it's not being released because what I'm saying, at Churchill College, the archives are there. They always said, you want to go through the archives, you want to look at the history, and we'll do a report. But the whole thing was abandoned, which was like a pretty cowardly kind. Well, wait a minute, if you got nothing to hide, well, then release the archives.
I'm very pleased you rang because my point is, as Alex Renton was saying, we were taught that the British role in slavery was we abolished slavery. We were not taught about how the British Empire was built on the back of slavery.
Although I did my O-levels in Kenya, I was never taught any history. It was all Eurocentric. And the books came saying, the British did this and that did that. It was nothing. It was a completely sanitized, praise to the hilt about what they did. And I only found out, in fact, I didn't even do my exam because I felt, wait a minute, what I'm being taught here is rubbish. It didn't affect my grades. We had 12 papers. I did 12 O-levels. So if one is missing, it was irrelevant to me.
Mel, this is so interesting. it makes me realise that so much of what we're taught is not history, it's propaganda, but I'm afraid we've got to leave your call there. We're talking about white privilege, or white civil servants being told to confront that privilege, and are being recommended reading this to broaden their perspectives and educate themselves. My question to you, is it the duty of white middle-class people to educate ourselves, because I include me in this, on our privilege? You're listening to Rachel Johnson on LBC. The time is 9:30.
Wiltshire police say 2 passenger trains have collided near Salisbury Station, injuring around 12 people. It happened just before 7 this evening when the 508 Great Western Railway service from Portsmouth Harbour to Bristol Temple Meads derailed after hitting an object in a tunnel. That knocked out the signals, causing the 520 South Western Railway service from London Waterloo to Honiton to hit the Bristol service. A driver trapped in his cab has now been rescued and is not seriously injured. The Prime Minister will tonight leave the G20 conference in Rome and travel to Glasgow ahead of the opening ceremony of the COP26 Climate Change Summit. Boris Johnson will welcome around 120 world leaders as the event formally kicks off in the morning. It's as the US President has been speaking at the G20 in Rome. Joe Biden says he was disappointed China and Russia failed to show and make commitments to halt the climate emergency, but said there were positives from the conference. LBC weather: strong winds and showers for Wales, scattered showers across Scotland through the night, rain continuing across some central, northwestern and northern areas of England, and scattered heavy showers continue across the southwest, a low of 5 degrees.
This is LBC. You're a visionary, an entrepreneur, a passionate business owner, driven by results and poised for growth. You need opportunity. They easily match businesses of all sizes to winnable council, NHS and national government contracts. Just sign up, match with tenders, and they'll help with the rest. Now is the time. Seize your opportunity. Get your free trial at opportunity.com.
Opportunity. OPPORTUNI.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ellie Cannon. Whether you spent this half term hanging out with your mates, going on holiday, or getting your COVID-19 jab, getting back in the classroom next week means getting back to friends and keeping studies on track. It also means continuing to take rapid COVID-19 tests. So if you're in secondary school or college, make sure you take a test before returning. Whatever the result, report it, and then keep testing twice weekly. Find out more at nhs.uk/get-tested.
The Wi-Fi's down. Wi-Fi. This is broadband rage. It happens when your internet drops out and the red mist descends. Why suffer like this? Get the UK's first unbreakable Wi-Fi. Only BT's new hybrid home broadband is backed up by EE's mobile network. One day all broadband will be like this.
4G coverage required. 4G connection takes up to 175 seconds. Verify bt.com/verify hybrid.
I'm only 54, but when I looked in the mirror, the person in the reflection looked 15 years older.
It doesn't need to be like this.
It was upsetting in more ways than one.
As a leading dental implant practice, Darwood and Tanner can take away the physical and emotional discomfort that missing teeth or dentures can bring. Our world-class expertise is your key to a good-looking future.
Grandparents. Flu can also
Kick the flow, 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 kick the flow.